The last section we're looking at to cut this morning is angle, metal angle. In this case I've got a piece of 25 by 25 by 3mm mild steel angle, and this is also very easily cut using the cold saw. However, the way in which this particular section is set up for cutting is different than what you probably expect. When we put the angle into the saw, most people probably feel that you set the angle up in the normal flat position against the base and the back of the device. However, this is incorrect. We need to make sure that in this case the angle has been completely turned over so the 2 points of the flanges and the back of the angle is facing upwards in the vise. Bring that down into position, noting where it needs to be cut, and we tighten that up by hand again with the machine vise. When I tighten the other little arm, what we have to be careful to do or not to do is to squeeze the flanges too tightly, because we'll then deform the shape, the sectional shape of the metal. So even though we need to put pressure on it, we cannot afford to put too much pressure on it, we bend it. So it's firm, and I guess the only thing you need to make sure of here is that when you introduce the blade, you need to be particularly careful because you're cutting right up into an apex on that section. We don't want to chip any teeth. So we take nice steady cutting motion. So we turn that on, bring the blade down, wait for the coolant. We can introduce the blade very slowly until it makes a start. Then we cut as normal. And you can see that again we've cut the material quite safely, quite well, with a nice 90-degree square cut on the end, and again there is burrs present, particularly on the little offcut. And you need to take particular care when you use this machine that any material that's been cut is immediately cleaned up with a file or with a grinder so that it's safe to use.